Good morning, Minister Grace Fu, friends, colleagues, partners, friends from the media, and also hello to the audience who is joining us online. Welcome to the Tourism Industry Conference 2024. The story of tourism, as you have heard from Minister, has been one of resilience and enterprise over the last 6 decades. I personally have had the privilege of working with many of our stakeholders and partners to shape the vibrant destination that we have today. Some of my fondest memories include the inception and development of our beloved Gardens by the Bay from the time of its planning in 2005 all the way through to its opening in 2012. And of course, development of the 2 integrated resorts, Resorts World Sentosa, as you see behind me, and not forgetting the very location that we're at, Marina Bay Sands. Another major milestone was welcoming our historic first ever 10 million visitor in 2007. And finally for me, bearing witness to the inaugural Formula One Singapore Grand Prix when it lit up our entire city in the year that it debuted in 2008. Now, our tourism story would be incomplete without acknowledging how time and again we've overcome challenges and prevailed. And in our most recent crisis of COVID-19, many of you not only stepped up in solidarity to support our national efforts against COVID, but you also pivoted to overcome challenges and reached out to locals to support our tourism businesses. No doubt there will be other challenges that will come our way, but I'm very confident that with this sense of adaptability, resilience, and solidarity, we are in a good position to progress into the second half of this decade. Now, this year marks Singapore Tourism Board's 60th anniversary. It is a milestone that we celebrate with all our industry partners and stakeholders. We're celebrating 60 years of remarkable contribution to building our economy, creating good jobs for our people, enhancing the livability and the lovability of Singapore, and of course, proudly marketing our little red dot to the world. On this note, I extend my congratulations to all our industry partners, including past and present employees of the tourism sector, across all of the different vertical industries that we represent, for our collective efforts in shaping the vibrant destination that we have today. Now, Singapore's tourism rebounded strongly since we reopened our borders in 2022. Last year, we achieved 13.6 million in international visitor arrivals, and we managed to close the year in tourism receipts of $27.2 billion, marking almost a full recovery to 2019 levels. Given the pace of recovery in global travel, and after reviewing conditions in all our key markets, we are updating our forecasts for this year. In 2024, STB is projecting between 15 million to 16.5 million in international visitor arrivals. We expect tourism receipts to reach between $27.5 to $29 billion. This is no mean feat, because the upper bound of our forecast, if we achieve it together, will be a record, a new record for Singapore tourism. Let me share why we're optimistic about the outlook for 2024, as well as recap some of the initiatives, ideas, and investments that we've embarked on, which will help us to ride the waves of recovery and also deal with headwinds on the horizon. For a start, recovery in global flight connectivity and capacity bodes well for sustained growth. As of the first week of May 2024, international flight capacity, represented by seat capacity, has recovered close to pre-COVID levels. And some of our top source markets, including China, India, and South Korea, have in fact exceeded pre-COVID flight capacities. New flights have been launched, which enables us to deepen and widen our reach to global visitors. Now, telling a great Singapore story and keeping pace with changes in travel behavior is our obsession. Amidst intense competition for the tourism dollar, the Singapore Tourism Board, with all of our partners, are stepping up our marketing efforts to attract increasingly discerning and choiceful travelers who are looking for more purposeful visits and experiences. Last September, we launched the Made in Singapore global brand campaign across our key visitor markets. We unveiled our first ever 3D out-of-home billboards in high-traffic areas across global capitals of the world, including Times Square in New York, Piccadilly Circus in London, Xintiandi in Shanghai, to stoke interest and spur travel to Singapore. And you can see some of the examples on the screen behind me. We engaged key influencers to share their unique experiences in Singapore and inspire a wider audience, including their fan bases, to come visit us. Let us take a look at some of the examples that we've undertaken and more to come.
What a great way to see Singapore. Woohoo! You're missing out being down there.
Now that's my idea of a good time.
I'm actually hoping I have to do it again.
Want to know how I redefine runways? Come discover with me where the ordinary is made extraordinary in Singapore.
This is why I feel so inspired whenever I visit Singapore.
Kiss me gently now, hold me.
There's a lot of creativity that comes to me every time I'm here.
Now, to sharpen our competitive edge, we will continue to develop our 6 global positioning campaigns, supported by a mix of products and experiences. We recently launched World's Best MICE City campaign, where we profiled Singapore as a leading MICE destination that delivers purposeful outcomes. And as we roll out these campaigns, I encourage you to consider integrating these global positionings into your own marketing efforts to tell your compelling Singapore story. Next, I'm pleased to share that we have inked several notable partnerships. This includes tapping into the global fan base of film, music, and television, as well as extending our reach to customers of global travel and payment platform players. Let me give a few examples. STB and JTBC, a leading South Korean TV network, which has produced very wildly popular shows, have committed to a 3-year MOU to support the production of variety programs in Singapore. For a start, landmarks and attractions will be featured in its most popular dating reality show, My Siblings Romance, some of the clips of which are playing in the background. Earlier this year, we hosted the star-studded Yuewen Global IP Awards, marking our first partnership with Yuewen Global, a leading Chinese media and entertainment subsidiary of the Tencent Group. Taking place outside of China for the very first time, the live broadcast attracted over 30 million viewers. In addition, we have inked partnerships with leading online TV platforms iQIYI and Mango TV. I'm very pleased to share that one of Mango TV's most popular reality dating shows, reality shows, Divas Hit the Road, 花儿与少年, has recently completed its filming in Singapore and will be airing in June, just before the peak summer travel season for Chinese visitors. Next, STB has renewed our partnership with Trip.com Group for another 3 years. And leveraging its global network, STB and Trip.com will embark on a series of marketing campaigns in 8 markets. The partnership also includes collaboration with Honghu Travel, which is Trip.com's premium travel business. And this allows us to reach out to potentially more high-spending customers. In India, our 2-year partnership with PhonePe, India's largest payments platform, means that Indian visitors to Singapore can now make payment and transact with more than 8,000 merchants in Singapore through the app. I encourage you to consider integrating your product offerings with this framework. Now, this afternoon, we'll have breakout sessions by our international teams, and I would like to invite all of you to join to find out more about some of these plans. Engaging with our fans and visitors and extending our reach to new markets would all be in vain if not for a great destination that continues to deliver quality experience time and again. We need to provide compelling reasons for our target visitors to travel and ultimately come spend some money with us. This is why we're relentless in the pursuit of novel tourism products, steadfast in the renewal of our existing offerings, and nimble and swift on our feet in securing major events. To catalyze the industry in stepping up our game, we have recently announced an injection of an additional $300 million to our Tourism Development Fund. Now, this fund will help businesses create and anchor new products and experiences, rejuvenate existing offerings, and of course, upskill our manpower to stay relevant. Many of our private sector stakeholders have already acted on the trend towards deeper discovery travel and introduced new concepts with unique lifestyle experiences built around a Singapore heritage story. CQ at Clarke Quay relaunched just 2 weeks ago as a vibrant day-to-night lifestyle destination with a mix of heritage and contemporary brands such as Sui Lee and Chanel, showcasing new experiences. The Lo and Behold Group will revitalize the former Nan Chiau High School to become a vibrant creative cluster of dining, arts, and entertainment industries known as New Baru, opening progressively later this month. Other industry partners have continued to invest in new and innovative experiences, partnering world-class IP. In the last quarter of 2024, the Art Science Museum, right here, the Marina Bay Sands, will be unveiling the World of Studio Ghibli, an immersive exhibition celebrating some of the studio's best-loved iconic animation films. Visitors can also look forward to the Harry Potter Visions of Magic, an interactive, immersive experience brought to you by Nyon and Warner Brothers, opening later this year at Resorts World Sentosa. Let's view a trailer of the experience. Over the next few years, we're set to welcome even more new exciting developments. The fun doesn't stop here. In addition to Bird Paradise, which opened last year, visitors can look forward to more experiences at Mandai over the next few years, including the Mandai Rainforest Resort, operated by Banyan Tree, which will open its doors in the first half of next year, the free access boardwalk, and of course, the fifth gated experience, the Rainforest Wild Parks. Sentosa, I'm not sure if you noticed, but you should go check it out, presented a new beachfront experience last year at the Palawan, with Asia's first indoor electrified, gamified go-kart circuit, a new family beach club, food trucks, and more. Sensoryscape, a multi-sensory journey with an immersive digital light art and augmented reality experience, opened in March this year. At Resorts World Sentosa, the Sea Aquarium will soon triple in size to become the Singapore Oceanarium, which will offer enriching educational experiences while championing marine science research and conservation. The world's first regional Porsche Experience Center is set to open in Changi, Singapore, come 2027. The all-new lifestyle attraction will feature a 2-kilometer handling track, a range of experiences such as theme exhibitions and immersive racing simulators. When open, it will become Singapore's first permanent driving-focused facility, and we thank Porsche for the partnership. Next, let me touch on some of the new areas of tourism development. The wellness economy presents opportunities for Singapore to capture market share in the growing global wellness space and position ourselves as an urban wellness haven. STB, in partnership with the Singapore Land Authority, launched a joint price and quality tender in April this year to call for wellness and fitness lifestyle proposals to be located at the heart of Dempsey. The tender will close on the 29th of May this month, and I urge all interested parties to get in touch with us and, of course, to submit your proposal as soon as possible. As announced by Minister Grace earlier, STB will also be launching a tender for the development of a world-class wellness attraction at the southern coast of Singapore in the upcoming months. The site is close to the Marina Barrage, and we believe this development will enable Singapore to capture new opportunities in the wellness travel space and contribute towards greater vibrancy of the Marina South precinct. Now, having seen all the wonderful attractions and concepts, let's shift gears and focus on hotels. Over the past year, we welcomed numerous new hotel openings, bringing the total room stock in our city to more than 73,000. That puts us in a very good position when we go out and bid for more global events. Now, several hotels also underwent refurbishment and refreshed their offerings. In the pipeline, new concepts will add to the diversity of accommodation options and experiences in Singapore. On the cruise front, we announced that Disney Cruise Line will be home porting a ship in Singapore for 5 years from 2025. I'm pleased to share that they will be releasing more details of Disney Adventure as anticipation continues to build for the inaugural sailing next year. In addition to Disney, we will welcome new cruise ships, including Resorts World 1 by Resorts World Cruises, Anthem of the Seas by Royal Caribbean, and Silver Nova by Silver Sea, the first LNG ship to ever sail from Singapore, which will arrive this October. Let me now move on to events. Last year, the 14th edition of the Formula One Singapore Grand Prix attracted a strong turnout of more than 264,000 attendees, and alongside that, several business events as well as other lifestyle activities. We also played host to inaugural events, including the Olympic Esports Week and Art SG 2023, Southeast Asia's largest and leading art fair, which welcomed over 42,000 visitors. In the first few months of 2024, Singapore played host to acts such as Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and how can I not mention Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. This tour alone drew over 300,000 fans from here and across the region. Just last weekend, major sporting events such as HSBC Sevens and Live Golf Singapore thrilled fans from Singapore and across Asia. In addition to attracting first-in-the-region lifestyle events, we're also happy to support our local event organizers in creating first-of-its-kind concepts. One such example is Singapore's first homegrown esports event, FanZeal Esports Festival, which will take place end of November this year. It will feature multiple esports titles under one event and will be held at Sentosa's Palawan Green. Moving from leisure to business, our MICE industry continues to fire on all cylinders as we build a robust lineup of events from diverse industry, including medical, lifestyle, aviation, and innovation. Our global positioning as the world's best MICE city is not just an aspiration. Thanks to the good work of all of our partners and our status as a vibrant and open economy in one of the most exciting regions of the world, we are truly a thriving global city in Asia where knowledge, ideas, capital, and, of course, people converge and flourish. In 2023, we welcome new to Singapore events, including the International Trademarks Association 145th Annual Meeting and the World Congress of Dermatology, which was our largest medical congress to date. And we keep scaling new heights. Our homegrown event, Singapore FinTech Festival, achieved record turnout year after year, and it reached over 66,000 attendees in 2023. The strong momentum gives us a promising start to the year. In the first quarter of 2024, Singapore Air Show, Asia Pacific Maritime, Food and Hotel Asia, Food and Beverage reached record numbers. We also welcomed the inaugural Asia Photonics Expo, a spin-off of the largest photonics event in China, held outside of China for the very first time. And we're fully committed to shaping a vibrant business events landscape with all of you. From its new regional headquarters in Singapore, the 19 Group Asia will launch its inaugural exhibition on safety, security, and emergency services in Singapore come 2025, and is estimated to attract 10,000 attendees. We've also secured events well into the end of this decade. In addition to the 110th Lions Club International Convention, which you've heard from Minister, which will be happening in Singapore in 2028, I'm also happy to share that we have secured rights to host the International Union of Radio Sciences General Assembly and Scientific Symposium in 2029. Now, so far, I have shared Singapore's vibrant offerings from multiple facets of the tourism industry across both leisure and business. As you can see, and I hope you agree with me, we're well positioned to capture travel demand, thanks to the industry's agility and creativity to transform the tourism landscape with us. Let me now change focus and talk about capabilities. From delivering winning tourism products and services to driving solutions to address tourism's response to climate change and social impact, our workforce is at the heart of our business, not just in terms of serving the best experiences, but in addressing challenges that our industry faces. Upskilling our workers and growing the competitiveness of our enterprise will remain a focus for the Singapore Tourism Board. Now, first on enterprise development, STB will enhance our tourism sustainability program to provide more targeted support in the areas of sustainability certification, reporting, and carbon management. And as part of this effort, STB will be engaging with our industry partners to better understand the key areas of support that you require. I strongly urge our partners to press on with our sustainability efforts. Second, on the workforce development front, in addition to the Tourism Leadership Program, I'm happy to share that STB will ink a 3-year partnership with NTUC Learning Hub to co-develop and offer courses in emerging areas such as sustainability, service excellence, and technology. Sentosa Development Corporation, together with its island partners, will be piloting this program with Learning Hub, and I would like to thank SDC for its support. We will also be enhancing a few existing initiatives for our tourist guides and travel agents. In the second half of this year, STB will roll out a more compact licensing course for aspiring tourist guides. And this will be done in partnership with 3 approved training organizations. As part of STB's efforts under our vision of the future of guiding 2.0, we aim to attract a vibrant and steady stream of new talent and tourist guides from across different professions and age groups, presenting unique facets of the Singapore story. And following a comprehensive review of the travel agents industry roadmap, we will be rolling out a revised roadmap by the first half of 2025, focusing on emerging technologies, cross-industry collaboration, and upskilling our workforce. To promote awareness and interest in a career in the tourism sector, STB launched the Tourism Careers Campaign last year, showcasing the diversity of jobs within the sector, featuring personalities from various industries. It is important that we attract and retain talent for the tourism sector, while at the same time paying attention to the fact that we have to meet the aspirations of Singaporeans. STB will continue the Tourism Careers Campaign in 2024 to showcase the diverse roles and career pathways. We hope to inspire and build the next generation of tourism talent and leaders who possess the passion for this wonderful sector that we represent. Let's take a look at Lawrence's journey.
This is Lawrence. Little Lawrence had a big curiosity for the natural world. sometimes even an appetite for it. But this is where he truly blossoms. Lawrence is in the business of giving back to the planet, from sprouting new concepts, seeding new initiatives, to planting new ideas for sustainable experiences. You grow, bro.
Moving on to tech and data capabilities with increasing constraints on resources. Tech and data capabilities will enable our tourism enterprises to optimize resources, enhance the visitor experience, and become more productive. And we will continue to support our industry in building these critical skill sets for the future. Through STB's TQ, we have partnered the industry to source and trial solutions to help businesses accelerate digital transformation. Let me share some trials that we have undertaken. The first is Gardens by the Bay, which partnered Circular Unite to optimize its waste management with the potential of increasing 20% of its existing recycling rates. Another example is Far East Hospitality Management, which ran a pilot with a local startup, Bite Genie, leveraging AI to automate the search of prospective sales leads. Let's take a look at this pilot run.
Lead generation is a very challenging process for us, as we have to manually hunt for leads from unstructured data sources buried on event websites, a bit like finding green gems in a mix of everything else. Bite Genie is providing us with advanced AI data analytic tools that can draw better insights from unstructured data. In our case of lead generation, it automatically extracts and contextualizes the data we need from multiple sources. This AI tool will help us to save time and increase productivity. What once took us 7 days can now be done in half a day. TQ's support is instrumental in our successful transformation. We offered a variety of programs to help businesses pilot innovative solutions and validate ROI.
Now, after this session, our Chief Technology Officer, my colleague, Mr. Wong Ming Fai, will be joined by industry partners to share their views on how emerging technologies, such as generative AI, will be revolutionizing travel and tourism. So please join us then. Looking ahead as the world emerges from the COVID-19 pandemic, many countries have identified tourism as a key driver of economic growth and recovery. And competition for the tourism dollar is set to intensify in the coming years. Beyond immediate opportunities and working as Team Singapore to fend off the competition, we must also recognize that there are global trends and major shifts over the next decade that will impact our workforce, our business, and our industry. First, the world is aging rapidly. By 2040, the population of individuals aged 65 and above is estimated to double to more than 1.3 billion. And it is projected that half of this population will reside in Asia. Now, this phenomenon will be one of the greatest social economic transformations of our time, and it will impact consumption patterns, lifestyle choices, and of course, travel. Asia will remain the engine of growth of the global economy, driven by major economies of China, India, and of course, Southeast Asia. Global wealth is also shifting, with Asia leading the way, primarily driven by the vibrant startup scene that we see here in this part of the world, wealth creation of first-generation entrepreneurs, and intergenerational wealth transfers. A third trend to note is that of technology advancements, including Gen AI, which is expected to experience significant accelerated development in the next decade. Tech advances will also bring about greater product innovation and productivity breakthroughs in automating manpower-intensive jobs. But what do all these trends mean for Singapore as a destination and us as an industry? As Asia remains the engine of global economic growth, an increase in economic activity is very likely to drive demand for business and MICE travel. Closer to home, Southeast Asia is set to become the fourth largest economy. The outlook for our region is encouraging, with a burgeoning upper middle class as well as affluent consumers for whom travel and the quest for leisure experiences will only grow. At the same time, the quality of lifestyle experiences and tourism offerings in the home countries of many of our visitors and across our competing destinations will become more compelling. There will be a premium on what is intrinsically unique and that which truly delivers quality and value. The key question for us is, will Singapore continue to appeal and win over our visitors? Against this backdrop of increased competition and opportunities, the time is right for us to set the foundation for long-term growth. This is necessary for planning and pursuing investments in major infrastructure and tourism concepts. This aligns with the URA's Draft Master Plan 2025 and, at the same time, over the next 10 to 15 years, lay out the different areas of development. In the mid-2030s, Changi Airport's Terminal 5 is likely to become operational, giving us added capacity to handle up to 50 million passengers a year, equivalent to Terminal 1 and 3 combined. This will cement Singapore's position as a key aviation hub and presents immense opportunities for us to tap on. 2040 is therefore a planning roadmap to identify and align our efforts around new areas of growth for the sector as we continue on the next phase of our quality tourism journey. Now that said, as we persevere on driving quality tourism through a yield-driven strategy, we must not lose sight of incremental growth in visitor numbers, which is essential to sustain a base load of demand for many of our tourism businesses. Therefore, we will continue to attract and grow our core visitor base comprising of leisure and BT MICE visitors. In summary, as Minister Grace has shared, our vision for Singapore in 2040 is to be a world-class destination with diverse, unique, and inspiring experiences for visitors. A vibrant and enduring home that Singaporeans and residents can proudly advocate for. And a global hub of innovative and productive tourism enterprises where companies and talents co-create sustainable tourism growth. In the third quarter of this year, we'll be launching a series of engagements and workshops with our industry, members of the public, as well as institutes of higher learning. I would like to invite all of our industry partners to participate in this exercise and to shape the future of tourism with us. Made in Singapore, by us, for the world. With this, I thank you and I wish everyone a productive conference ahead.